Today, I'm going to go over one of my favorite openings and variations in checkers. It's one I've been wanting to cover for a while, and even though the themes within this opening are complex, I think it's important to show it. When you watch this video, I recommend really taking your time and pause to soak in some of these moves and the intention behind them. These videos are not meant for just one-time viewing if you are looking to improve. In watching a number of games online, this opening seems to come up quite a bit, so I figured there's no better time to cover it. The opening in question is this right here, and I'll bring it back. It is 9-14, 22-17, and 5-9. So after the first three move opening sequence, the next best moves on the board are here for white, and then continuing to develop the double corner with the 1-5 move for red. Now what's really great about this sequence, it's actually a transposition into another opening if you decide to play it online like that. And I'll show you what I mean. If you play 10-14, 22-17, 6-10, 17-13, and now 1-6, it's actually the same exact development. So again, two openings in one. So going back, 9-14, 22-17, 5-9, 17-13, 1-5. Now the next best sequence of moves is for white to continue to develop its single corner, and now red has the option to break, which it should do. And it breaks. This is actually a sound move as well, but let's focus on the single exchange because, again, going towards the center is almost always the best idea in checkers. Now, the next best move for red, you would think maybe develop its single corner, but actually, while this move is sound, it's not as strong as its counterpart in 10-15. And the reason why is because eventually the position can be a little bit more cramped as white can go here next. But again, it's still sound. However, the recommended continuation is this move here. Now, traditionally, the exchange off with this move or 22-17 is was the older attack. Back in 1948, Asa Long, playing Walter Hellman in the World Championship match, played this move, an innovative move at the time, and really this is now the customary reply to the 10-15 attack. So it's a great waiting move. It ended up scoring a win for him. He ultimately did lose the championship, but he won this particular game. So now, again, white waits with this move. So now red is just going to patiently develop its pieces on its side. And it does that by moving here next. White is going to continue to wait. And again, it's really developing a formation where it's trying to cramp red ultimately. Red finishes its waiting move with a nice sequence here. And now white is going to break. And it breaks 24-19, the exchange off. Now red is going to advance with the single corner move here. And instead of exchanging it off, giving red an advantage, white is now going to implement a cramp. And it does that by moving here. Now, red has to be very careful with these next moves. It's going to go here next in the hope that it can later exchange off. If it goes here, it's going to be further cramped. So instead, it moves the apex piece. White goes here with the intention of moving here next to just get the 2-for-1 into the double corner. So red has to stop that threat and moves here next. White, again, is going to continue to cramp the position. And now this is where things get really fun and really interesting. Red goes here, and now white sees an opportunity to continue to cramp by sacrificing a piece. And it does that by moving here. So red's going to jump, white's going to jump back, and now red is going to jump again. So now red is a piece up, even though its position is a little tenuous. White's going to go here, threatening this piece. Now you might think, okay, well, red can go here and then maybe push up 10-15 next, but it's actually a classic loss in checkers. Instead, red is just going to move out of the way as this move is forced. Now white's going to back up this piece here, looking to take a 2-for-1, get the piece back, and be in a superior position. And that's exactly what it will do, because red really doesn't have many options at this point. So red sees an opportunity now where to develop its pieces and ultimately exchange off this piece and get into safety. But white is going to have a lot of say in how that's going to happen. So let's play that out. So red is going to go here next, like I said, to try to ultimately exchange this piece off. First, it will take the 2-for-1, so now we're back to being even at this point. Seeing as that this piece is at a complete liability now, red is going to just exchange it off to safety. But white gains a tempo in that same token. So now white is going to get the king. Red's going to develop again, seeing that its objective is to ultimately trade off this piece and get a king. White presses first. Red goes to the side for safety. White continues to go towards this side of the board. And now, from the red side, things are looking pretty hopeless. Even if it trades off the piece, white is going to be able to press and fork and win a piece. And that's exactly what is going to happen, but I'll show you where the draw is. So again, exchanging off the piece. White is going to fork. Now again, you may think, gosh, this is looking pretty hopeless at this point. But instead, red goes here. The white king jumps, red gets the king. Now seeing these two pieces as vulnerable, there's nothing white can do to save one of them. So if white goes here, red's going to press. And again, white doesn't have very many options now. Red's going to press again. And then the fork. And then either way, so let's say white goes here, red king jumps, and now it's 3-on-3, and the game is a draw. Okay, let's take a look at it now from the red perspective, so you're able to see the defense up close. So again, 9-14, 22-17, 5-9, 17-13, and then again, the 1-5 development is best in these types of situations. So again, white plays 25-22. The 2-for-2 break is best. Now again, as I mentioned earlier, this 10-15 is the best defense in this opening. One line of play I didn't mention is white can also play the 23-18 attack, but after 11-16 in this break, it's a very even game. So instead, let's play the 30-25, again, a brilliant move by Ace Long in the 1948 World Championship match. So just waiting moves here. And now the 24-19 break. The single corner advance. And now the cramp begins. Again, 5-9, preventing this ultimately from happening. Continuing to cramp. And now this is where the sacrifice begins. The star move with 15-19 here. Again, white building up for the 2-for-1, but must start developing this piece first. So now we're back to being even. Red immediately exchanges off this piece. White goes to crown. Continuing to develop. Forcing that side move there. And now again, the exchange. The fork. King. And now, again, not very many options for white. Just try to advance to safety, which it still must give up at least one of the pieces. And there is the draw. Again, one of my all-time favorite openings and variations. And again, it really exemplifies the beauty in this game. So thank you, as always, for watching.